Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Headset check, headset check, headset check.
It's on.
Yeah, looks good to me. I'm seeing audio bouncing.
That's good.
All right, boom mic check.
Why boomy?
Mic check, 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you too.
Yep, I hear myself.
1 2 3. Shut up. For a sec. Boom, boom, boom. Mic check, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 10. There we go. Mic check, 1 2. Yep, I'm hitting it. So that's good. There's that. Yep, so that one shouldn't go to broadcast. It should go there. Perfect. Okay, we're set.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Odie Coyote here. We are here for Honky-Tonk Saturdays. Pardon the little delay here. Always just fun just getting everything nice and connected here. And, yep, so we're all set. We're broadcasting live. Producer Raven's in the studio with me. So, up and over here. Oh, Producer Raven, we can't see you. Yeah, pan your camera to the left. Pretty please. Normally we would be able to if I had my chroma on. But I'm overlapping her at the moment. So you gotta compensate. Keep going to the left. Anyway, I gotta switch over here to the Chromasta.
That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do.
I won't let you pan anymore. Okay. And you're also really dark because we took away your light.
That's fine. I'm not meant to be seen.
Well, I'm trying something different with my lighting, if you guys can't tell with the blinking colors and stuff. Little dynamicness. All right, we got...
This is all I can give.
Okay, minute 30. We got story time coming up here. We're going to be talking about how predictive text isn't so predictive.
A predictive test? What's that?
It's more vindictive, if anything. Get you into a lot of trouble.
I don't have my number 2 pencil.
Uh-huh. I'm not a very good texter, and I'm going to tell you how this thing kicked my butt earlier. Oh, man, it's just so embarrassing. So embarrassing. We got 54 seconds, and I always like to ramp out of here because we got Garth Brooks. Ain't going down till the sun comes up. Here on Mixed Country 106. Remember, you can always listen to the audio and then catch back up with the live stream and as a re-record later. But if you just like to kind of hear us chit-chat and all that, that's cool too. We love doing the behind-the-scenes content here. We are ready to go here. Just a few seconds here. We're going to switch things over. Okay, cool. We already got the music beds all set. Let's get my Playout 1 keyboard here set. I'll get you guys the WebVT view up here in just a second. All right, you ready, Raven?
That's all over, Peyote.
Let's do this. Mix Country 106. How's everybody doing? It's Odie Coyote here. And we are about ready to kick this thing live, everybody, here with Honky-Tonk Saturdays. If you got something you want to hear, I want to know about it. Hit me up, facebook.com/MixCountry106. And while you're there, drop us a like and just a nice, like, hey, you guys rock kind of thing. That'd be awesome. Super, super awesome to see and hear from you guys. Producer Raven.
Yes?
How's it going?
It's going.
It's just going.
It's just going.
It's just going.
It's the weekend, and for most people, it's got 3 days.
Oh, yeah. If you're in the United States today, happy Liberty. Hope you're out cooking some barbecue, getting some ribs going on. Our family, we're going camping this weekend.
Woo.
That is exactly what we're doing. Man, I cannot wait for camping, but it's going to be a blast. It's our son's first time actually getting to go and sleep in a tent overnight. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how else to say it. For now, though, I'm going to have a story time coming up here in just a few minutes. We're going to be talking about how predictive text can actually be more vindictive than anything. Keep it clicked right here. We got a lot of stuff coming up. But right now, let's go with the Brooks and Dunn songs here. The Honky Tonk Stomp. Right here on Mixed Country 106. And
Honky-Tonk Saturdays.
That's right. Doing it right here. Okay. We're clear. Okay, my keyboard's not working. It was working like a second ago because I had to do the home thing.
Well, you better fix it. Although I'm looking at the cameras, and from the angle that you've got, it almost looks like you're talking into my ear. If you take a look. No. Not Wet Willie. You gross.
That's tasty.
Yuck.
I think it's because I'm using Chrome Remote Desktop. Because, like, if I go into Chrome itself.
They're fine?
Yeah, and then I select Playout 1, and then it's fine. And it works. So I really don't know what to think of this. I'm trying it different because, like, I still need access to my main computer. So, there's always that.
Well, speaking of predictive text, I've noticed with some Facebook videos, if you have the captions enabled, it tries to let you see subtitles.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't even get that right.
Oh, no, it never gets it right. It's just funny to look at. If you guys want to hear, like, the odd versions of the show, just turn on your closed captioning for Facebook live stream, and you'll get to hear us say some real fun things.
Well, like when you said Odie Coyote, I thought you said Odie Peyote.
Yes! It's making fun of me. AI generated text is making fun of me. I'm getting bullied by AI text. How's that for awesome?
The bullies never go away.
No, they don't. They even go digital. Like, it's going to be sentient before we know it, and it's just going to be a big bully. Let me play with these humans. They don't know nothing. I must torture them. I don't know. I'm in a good mood.
Well, it's good to be in a good mood tonight.
Yes. If I had the chroma, you would actually see a lot more Raven. That felt really bad. Let me fix this. I can't even hardly see. The light is blinding.
See, you're pushing on this cable here.
Aha. Which cable am I pushing on? Oh, I see.
How do you feel about this song, Yodi?
Oh, there's a reason for it. There we go. There we go. That's better. We fixed.
Yay!
So yeah, I stole Raven's studio light as if I didn't have enough on my own.
Well, you don't even have the chroma up, so there's no reason for the extra light.
Well, I'm also trying to get this thing in actual 1080p. So, yeah. But I don't think Facebook allows 1080p live streams.
I have no idea. Ugh. Ugh.
So what's really cool with this view, though, and like with just using the chroma, is just quickly hush your mouth real quick, and I'll switch over the mics. So they can actually see the mics turning on and off in the background. Did you notice it?
No.
The little red lights on the left-hand side of the mixer.
The mixer that's behind you?
Yes. You can actually see when I turn on the mics. And how I do that is because I have an X touch here beside me. I think I'm going to try not to do WebVT because I got enough things that are just like screwing me around today. And I'm just like, no. No.
That is up to you.
I've had enough technical issues. Sorry, you guys are probably going to have to go without WebVT. I'm just, with the new view without having chroma, it would look weird anyway.
Well, they could use a break from it anyway. They don't have to see it week after week.
That's like the whole point of anyone watching this thing. It's like, well, how does a radio show work kind of thing? That's what we do.
Well, it's just like a news station. They don't get to hear everything that the people...
But that's the point. If they just wanted to hear the show, they can just go to mixedcountry106.com or ask she who shall not be named. I don't know. 25 seconds. And then story time. Story time.
Yay, story time.
Story time. My keyboard should work here.
And if anyone has a song request, let us know.
All right. Shh. Mixed Country 106, and it's Honky-Tonk Saturdays. It's Only Coyote here. Woo! That's right. We got a little story time for you guys here today. So this last week has been really interesting. For a multitude of reasons. One, getting ready for a camping trip. Our son's going to go out camping here for the first time in a tent. And he's a little nervous about it. He's like, I just want to do it in the backyard. But anyway, that's not the story.
Got mixed emotions.
All right, so let's talk about this, how predictive text can actually be more vindictive and sadistic than anything. Okay, so earlier this week, so we have someone who is very kind, a good family friend of ours named Betty. And Betty could be about the age of my grandmother. About that age. I'm not picking on her either, but seriously, just like
No,
she could
just
be
to
our
give
grandma.
You an idea.
Okay. And so anyway, so Betty is very kind enough to us because I work really early in the mornings, and I honestly don't, I can't get Junior to school because I'm at work by 7 and he needs to be at school at 7:30. So it makes it a real challenge to actually, get him into, school, on time and everything like that. And, I don't have the ability to walk him, even though the school is like less than a mile and he doesn't qualify for bus transportation yet. Working on that. So in the meantime, like I said, Betty's been very kind enough to take him to school for us. And then when Raven gets off, because Raven's actually got to be at work even before that, she's got to be at work at 5 in the morning. Yeah. We kind of swapped roles. Back when I was at the station, I used to be at a TV station. I used to have to be there at 4 a.m. So now she knows how that feels. Although Raven, in her defense, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's, not that hard for you to get up, really early in the morning.
Not really.
Yeah. So anyway, Raven has to be at work super early. So anyway, there's no one to take Junior to school. So Miss Betty has been very kind enough to basically take Junior to school for us and all that. Well, anyway, I oftentimes have to send her updates. There's some days that Raven is able to do it. A lot of times she has Wednesdays off. All right. And I'm dragging this out because it's really embarrassing to say, and I'm kind of keep going in my mind. Do I just not want to do it?
Just get on with it. Rip that Band-Aid off.
It's not really a Band-Aid. It's just where predictive text kicked my butt. And I wonder if I'll just read it verbatim. I'll first tell you guys what it was supposed to say. So I'm going to get my phone here. Okay. Here's what it was supposed to say. It would say, "Hey Betty, I'm planning on walking Junior to school in the morning. Are they still having you drop Junior off at the entrance where their gym was like they did on the first day?" Because I've only been to his school at that point once, and I wanted to make sure it was kind of like the first day. He's in kindergarten, first day of kindergarten, first day in school ever. So I want to make sure it was actually kind of like how it was supposed to be. Anyway, well, here's what I ended up saying. "Hey, baby, I'm just planning on walking Junior to school and blah, blah, blah." And it got the most of the text right. So don't try and get predictive text to say Betty, because it will come out as saying, "Oh, baby. Hey, baby."
Even though it's a few days old, it's still hilarious.
It's just funny because now that you know that Betty's old enough to be my grandma, and I'm sitting next to Raven, and I'm like, "Oh no. Honey, I'm not cheating on you with an older woman."
No, we're just all laughing because it happened, and I met up with her a day or two later, and she said she was laughing from it too.
"Hey, baby, can you just make sure Junior gets to school?"
That's creepy.
Hey.
We're not going for creepy here.
Hey,
Odie, how about we move along, okay?
No, you want no creepy. Here's creepy. "Hi, Kyle. You want to go down to the cellar and have some wine and popsicles?"
No.
Okay.
It's down to the cellar and have some popsicles.
"Down to the cellar and have some cookies and wine?"
There's no cookies and wine in his cellar.
Anyway,
You were completely screwing up those lines.
How about we get back to some music,
I want Odie Coyote back.
Odie Coyote can't come back now. But I do have Whitney Morgan
Dr.
here
Love's
for
in
you.
prison, so are you his...
We have Honky-Tonk Queen here on Mix Country 106 and Honky-Tonk Saturdays. Clear. That's creepy.
You didn't have to go there.
In case you guys missed the reference, for anyone who's lived under a rock for 2 decades, that was Herbert the Pervert from Family Guy.
Do you want to hear the actual lines?
I already know them. They are the lines.
You screwed it up.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I've heard that line way too many times, and I've done that voice way too many times.
I am going to prove you wrong.
Okay. It's "Hi, Kyle." And it's "Hi, Chris." Because remember when he thought he had 2 boys or whatever? So it's "Hi, Chris." You want to come down to the sale and have some cookies and wine?
No. It's Chris. He offers Chris the popsicles, and he offers Kyle the cookies and wine.
I'm gonna get that some bitch soon.
Enough of Herbert the pervert.
I do voices.
Decently.
Yeah, pretty good.
Decently.
Hi, I'm Kermit the Frog.
Now you got me thinking of the Mayor West thing.
Oh man, now that's a line I can't remember.
I trust my identity will be kept secret.
I trust my identity will be kept secret.
Okay. Mayor West.
Yeah, Mayor West has been seen something. Blah, blah.
Mayor West hasn't been home for 3 nights.
Mayor West hasn't been home for 3 nights.
Kermit the Frog?
No one is safe. I'm getting out of here. Ah! Something like that.
It's somebody talk. No one is safe. I'm getting out of here.
Somebody talked. No one is safe. I'm getting out of here. Ah! There. That was pretty good.
You need a little help with the lines, but yeah.
It's been a while since I've done those lines. Yeah, in radio, one of the cool things about, doing what we do is, you do so many commercials and stuff over the years, like you're actually voicing them. And, there's some commercials I've done in my past that I am absolutely not proud of. Not even a little proud of. Because being a Christian, they would just fly in the face.
You don't have to talk about it, Odie.
You know what? I don't care. And here's why I don't care. Because it was in my past. I don't do those commercials anymore, and I will not do them.
Thank goodness.
So nobody better ask me to. Because I'll just say no, respectfully. So anyway, all right. So the thing is I did a commercial way back when for a strip joint. And the ending line was, where real men go to get wood. And the way that I did my voice was very deep. And you modulate it. You need to do some effects with your voice, but, it's like, where real men go to get wood. And it was like that. So that's the actual voice. But then as it's EQ'd and brought down and doing a little bit of pitch tempering by like 2 or 3%, you get and you EQ that bass up real high, then you do it. And then it was always like this record wind down kind of effect behind it. Anyway, I never will do those commercials again because I don't believe in that stuff. But there's an example of like how like radio guys, you'd be surprised on who's doing the voices behind, all the ads you hear. There's even guys who do very, very convincing female voices. And so like they can do a whole commercial all to themselves and have like multi people talking. And it's a guy and a girl, but it's actually just one person doing the voice. Does that blow your mind? Producer Raven?
I guess.
All right. Let's go read some news. Massively popular music duo says goodbye after final performance together.
Yep.
Tyler Hubbard and Brian Keller parting ways, at least for the moment, after announcing in February that they were taking a break from recording music together. FGL, or Florida Georgia Line, performed their final show at the Minnesota State Fair Wednesday after 12 years as a beloved country duo. During the Wednesday night performance, Hubbard told the crowd of gathered fans per Country Now, "This is our last official concert as Florida Georgia Line. Let's see what we got left in the tank." Diamond selling country duo went on to perform. Okay, I'm going to stop there. We'll just use commentary from that point. We got 40. No, we don't. I got another song. Yeah, I got an ad break, and then we'll do it. So I got a little bit of time here. Clint Black, Mostly Hits and the Misses. Saturday, September 3rd at 9 p.m. KPBS TV. That's the source. Oh, no, on KPBS TV. So plus. Did you find out what network that is?
It's KPBS TV.
Okay.
And it's right there on demand now with KBBS Passport.
Public media. Oh, it's a PBS affiliate, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, KPBS. Okay, yeah, PBS. Yeah, it's duh. It's a public television site. I should have known. So when is it supposed to air tonight?
9 p.m. tonight, and then tomorrow at 6:30.
Is it Central?
I don't know. It didn't say. Let me find out real quick.
At 6:30 p.m. on KPBS On Demand with KPBS Passport.
Well, I guess. Okay, so I went to the website, pbs.org, and it's right there on the homepage.
Oh, for pbs.org?
Uh-huh. It's even, it says 57 minutes. 57 minutes, 39 seconds. So I don't know if it's actually counting down right now. Let's see what happens if I refresh the page.
I don't see it right on the homepage. I went to pbs.org.
Mm-hmm.
Where was it? Like up towards the top or what?
Yeah, at the top.
No, the first thing on my thing is POV.
All right, let me come around.
Are we on the same site, pbs.org? So you had to be a Passport member to watch it, or is it just like 9 p.m. tonight? Hey, careful when you put your headset on, because I have you unmuted and it's just really loud on the broadcast.
Okay, well, I'll take a look into it. You focus on what you gotta do.
We got a minute left, and then we're going right into news, which is why I wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you in the broadcast if you're able to figure it out, like exactly what time zone, or if it matters. Ellen Jackson, George Strait. Oh, honk if you're honky-tonk. Okay. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to read Miley Cyrus. I had to do that one on the fly. But I'm just going to say she sold her mansion. All right, 12 seconds. Quiet in the room. Mixed Country 106 and Honky-Tonk Saturdays. It's Odie County here. 1 foot in the grave there. Oh boy, I love that song. Hey, we got a lot of cool stuff happening for you, including some amazing country news happening straight around Nashville, all around the world. And you know what? Let's go ahead and spill some beans here. First up, I guess Florida-Georgia line, they are going to be parting their own ways. Oh boy, I can't believe that's actually happening. Parting their own ways. Yep, that's right. So that massive popular country music duo says goodbye after their last performance at the Minnesota State Fair last night. 12 years, by the way, that they've been performing together. FGLs are better known. I remember them personally just like when they did their song with Nelly. Remember that? I'm going to quiz you here. What song that was famous did they do with Nelly? Do you know, Producer Raven?
Cruise?
Bingo! Ding, 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 ding. That was one of their first biggest hits ever. They also were known for HOLY, for also holy, like, yeah. This is one last quote. They said, "This is our last official concert as Florida-Georgia Line. Let's see what we got left in the tank," and they must have brought the house down. They're a diamond-selling duo group, by the way, in case you were wondering. And I just think you know what? It's sad to go, but I have a feeling they're going to be exactly like Brooks and Dunn. They are always and forever will be known for the duo-ness, even if they try to go and do their own separate ways. So if I asked you, Raven, I said, do you know who the two members of Florida-Georgia Line are? Without Googling, do you know their names?
No.
See, even unlike Brooks and Dunn, which the names are in there, Kix Brooks and Ronnie Dunn, right? So we know that. For them, the Florida-Georgia Line, it's actually Tyler Hubbard and Brian Kelly. Who knows those names? Massive on a wide audience. Now, obviously, if you're a fan of Florida-Georgia Line, you probably know, right? But who actually knows, right? So that's my prediction here, is that they probably are going to have a hard time being apart and having, any kind of major success. Well, someone who's already had a lot of major success in the music industry, by the way, having earned 21 number one career singles, has a special on tonight. That's right. I'm talking about none other than Clint Black, performing tonight on your PBS local station and also through their PBS Passport. He has mostly the hits and the misses happening tonight, 9 p.m. And I was trying to find out if that was actually Central Time or what time unit they were using there, because the article we were reading did not say. Do you know by chance? Producer Raven, are you able to find that?
Unfortunately, I do not have an answer for you.
So check your local station for airing times. That's all I can really say. But of course, after his debut album, Killin' Time, that just cemented him right there in country music. Greats right there, right around there. Well, someone who wasn't really great in country music, but her daddy certainly tried to make us all line dance in the 90s, Miley Cyrus sells a massive farmhouse outside of Nashville for $14.5 million. Got to break away from that country stuff, right? Man, you know what? I don't even hate her dad. I have heard a couple of different albums from him, and Brown Eyed Girl that he did his cover on, I actually really like that one. Almost better than the original. So you know what? If Billy Ray Cyrus ever came back and did country, I'd give him a shot. Would you give him a shot, Raven? If Billy Ray Cyrus came back and made a new album, would you give him a shot?
I'd suppose.
What would you say? Now, we all know Miley Cyrus for being a little bit more revealing with her costume choices and her on stage and just how, let's just say flagrant she can be. What do you think? If you were her dad or mom or dad, or in my case, I guess I'll answer this question too. But if you were her mom, would you be proud of her?
That's kind of a tough one. I guess I'd be glad that she's expressing herself, but in the way she's
doing it could make some better life choices.
Yeah.
All for the sake of fame. If I was Billy Ray, my thought would be, I'd absolutely, you can never be disappointed in your own child. It's very hard and impossible to be disappointed in your own child. Especially if she is, doing well enough and she's, made a name for herself. She found her own way in the world, right, wrong, or indifferent. She became her own independent person, and you have to be that way, to succeed in the music industry. And the fact that she can even, have the houses that she does and be able to sell these things, I mean, millions of dollars, and while life isn't about the money, and, as a Christian, I'll say this, it's not about, what we do in this life. It's about how we prepare for, our next life after here. And so we don't know that about her yet. Well, some reports do, and I'm sure she's talked about it, but I personally haven't heard much. So anyway, we're going to kind of get off that horse, but I just thought it'd be an interesting thing here to tie back into country, what I kind of thought and why I wanted to read that article and tell you guys about, her selling a mansion. And I don't want to come off as saying like she's a spoiled, rotten brat or whatever and doesn't deserve any of it. And just, how, Vincent, I can't say the right word right now, but, how just seductive she felt like she had to be in a lot of her stuff. And she's not the only artist. It's just the thing, but I gotta wonder if there's another way to be, well known and have a name for yourself, without having to stoop to just, ultra revealing stuff. Anyway, I digress. We're gonna keep moving on. Later on in the show, folks, we got concerts coming up here. Hey, do you want to know some other little hints that are coming up here? Well, I can tell you that Chris Stapleton, Sam Hunt, and Midland all have cool concerts coming up. You'll have to stick around to find out where they're at and maybe possibly how you can get some tickets. Well, let's keep it moving here, folks. We got a lot of stuff happening here. Daryl Dodd on the way, Aaron Watson as well. Right now, we got a classic here, duet here. Alan Jackson, Jimmy Buffett, and George Strait, nevertheless, all teaming up together. That big famous concert they had in Dallas, Texas. It's Honk if you're a honky-tonk here on Mixed Country 106 and
Honky-Tonk Saturdays.
I need to edit that intro a little bit because you have that announcer guy still in the live version, and I never edited that out.
I don't think I edited it.
Well, I don't think we got to it yet. We've been trying to go through and get our intros and outros and hook markers, all that done.
I can only do so much.
Right. I'll have to go back and see how hard it was here to hear me over that. But yeah, it's just their intro to the whole concert thing. Let me see how we're doing on time.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say like Margaritaville or something like that.
No, Honk if you're honky-tonk. This is a big threesome duet. They have George Strait, Jimmy Buffett, and Alan Jackson.
Well, didn't they also do Margaritaville too?
Yes, they did. Yep, that's the other one we hear. Hey, we got Devil Went Down to Georgia coming up. That's going to be my last song. And we're doing pretty good on time, too. We got about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Or a minute 45, excuse me, a minute 45. I can't count. So we're doing all right. Oh, boy. Well, anything else going on that we want to tell people about? Producer Raven? Oh, big stretch.
I got nothing.
I got about nothing either. Just super excited. 3-day weekend. And both of us managed to get the whole weekend off.
Mostly.
It's true. You did have to work today, didn't you?
Yes. So I apologize, everybody, if I sound tired.
Yeah, I'm a little out of my rhythm, too. I was trying to finish up a big web project. And it took a little bit last night, 4 a.m. Passed out. Oh, no, we're doing the card. No. I don't even know what camera I'm on right now.
Looks like your Nikon, maybe?
My Canon.
Your Canon.
I don't have a Nikon.
I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah, we switched back over here. All right, guys. We do this every week, but I always like to have no shame, I guess. This card right here is awesome. It is not just a business card. No. This right here is your ticket to everything Mixed Country 106. There's a cool barcode down there at the bottom. Scan that barcode.
Correction. That's not a barcode.
QR code. That is a QR code. It's a barcode. Whatever. Anyway, so if you guys ever see us in public, ask for one of these. Happy to hand these guys out to anyone who wants one. You can get our show schedule. You can get a bunch of other information about what's going on. And then on the other side, if you need IT consulting, hey, that's my other gig. Feel free to hit me up. Mostly specializing in churches and nonprofits. But I tend to help people out best I can. But that was the whole reason for Loft and Space, our main company, if you will, is we didn't really ever set out to make a lot of money. We just really set out to just help our neighbors, frankly, and help other people who otherwise wouldn't have the means or resources to do it themselves. I always just kind of felt like, and it really hit me, this exact idea that I wanted to just make it my passion. For a short while, I got to be a marketing director for a construction company. And it was nothing for them to, drop $1,000 a month on a Facebook, campaign. That's just Facebook. Can you imagine? I mean, I'm thinking, he's like, I like your idea, but I don't think we're going to get what we want for $500. He's like, let's make it 1,000 and see what happens. And we'll just test it 1,000. If it works, we'll go up. I'm like, I was going to test at 500 and I thought I could get a decent market sample size before launching like a major campaign and, really going into like a new brand. But that was my first experience dealing with a company and a budget where, it was just money. It wasn't that big of a deal. But anyway, so it's at that point I kind of was like, you know what? There are people who couldn't even afford $100 for a Facebook ad. I can't change the prices of Facebook ads, but I certainly can, help with the cost of developing them and all of that, and I don't need to charge what a lot of guys would, to do it either. It's just not my goal. My whole philosophy in life isn't about money. My whole philosophy in life is just, like I said in my break there, how can I help people? How can I honestly just use the gifts that God's given me to help someone else, right? So that was the whole point of Loft in Space, and it still remains that way today. Mixed Country 106 will probably never make too much money. Certainly we need money to run it, so advertisements are a must. So that's why we, have our deal with Life 365. We air their ads. Hopefully we make a little bit of money with them. Not usually, but, we'd like to. But obviously our biggest cost with the internet radio, or really any radio, is royalties. This music right here, Daryl Dodd needs to get paid for the song that we're airing from him right now. Back to the Honky-Tonks, he didn't make that money that song for free, so someone's got to make money off of it, and so we got to pay for that. We pay per listener, per performance, per listener. So if we have 10 listeners, and each performance costs me, 0.0022 pennies per stream, and you think, oh, that's not that much. Times everything by 10. And if we have a big show like this where, 40, 50, 60 people in one major connection, and then we get more even later when we get our final stats, I got to pay on all of that. Like it could be 100 people, listening to a show, any given night. So, you can see where the costs add up a lot. Like minimum for internet radio station can be anywhere between $1,400 and $1,700 a year. Just paying royalties. Never mind your streaming fees. Never mind the electrical fees, your equipment fees, and your development fees, your marketing fees, all of that. Any labor for if you're actually paying people. Never mind all that. You're in it then for probably a minimum of $10,000 a year, just to maintain things. Seriously, it's stupid expensive. And it's really hard. So naturally, I got to make a little bit of money off of this thing. Otherwise, this is a very, very expensive hobby. Very, very expensive hobby. Oh, I'm
Can
done.
I have the card back now?
Mix Country 106. 1950s animation there. See, I didn't even need to talk about the bash. We're doing it already, and we're talking about the big concert bash for New Year's. Our CDX Nashville partners, they're talking about it for us. So there you go.
Oh, good.
See? Can you hear it, by the way?
Yes, I can hear it.
Okay, cool. So you can listen to it, maybe just for your reference. It's on 5 and 6, and 7 and 8 are 2 decks, and they're both stereo. So if you need to get 7 and 8 linked, just hit your link button, and then link those. Do you need me to come over there and help you?
I'm okay.
Okay. And then 14 and 15 are the audio that is being sent out to so 14 and 15
I told you I can hear you.
Yeah. So 14 here we go. 14 and 15 are what's actually being sent out to the live stream. Or, excuse me, 13, 14 are what's being sent out to the live stream. 15, 16 is the main left and right that goes out to our broadcast. Just so you know. Sound good? Hey, Raven?
What?
That sound good?
I guess.
Okay, cool.
Hey, how much longer till back on? How much longer till concerts?
Sure, give me just a second here. I'm going to go ahead and toggle that off for a second so I can see my next stop. 8 minutes, 20 seconds.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay, 1 second here. All right, sorry about that. Letting Miss Producer Raven go and take care of some business. Should be back, so you guys just get me for a few minutes here. We got 8 minutes before our next cut in. Let's go check out some Facebook stuff. Oh yeah, Facebook has a new thing for pages, and I cannot actually stream to my personal profile and to my personal profile on Facebook and my Mixed Country 106 page. It will not let me. So I actually have to use Firefox for one of my profiles, and then I have to use Chrome for the other. So right now I'm on my personal profile here. Just checking out some stuff here. We got concerts that we'll be talking about and doing a goodbye, and that'll be pretty much wrapping her up for us. Yeah, sorry guys. I wish I had more to say. I'm not good by myself. Just always kind of get wrapped up in things. Like for me, if like I don't have someone to directly talk to, my thing is like I'm always like working to figure out where my next step is gonna be. So please forgive me. Oh, I just realized I should probably have my logos and stuff enabled here for my camera here. I had a couple meetings this week where probably wouldn't be a good idea to have my logos on them. There we go. Odie Camp Final. Okay, well that's not right.
Did I miss anything?
Not really. I don't get why the logo's over there like that though. It's like stuck dead smack in the middle of the page. There we go. Yeah, if that doesn't freak people out watching me drag something across the screen. Yeah, pretty much everything behind me is gonna be hidden. Yeah, it's gonna be hidden by me because I don't have chroma. Yep. The only thing you guys get to see is a little watermark in the bottom right. Anyway, what's going on, Producer Raven? Everything good upstairs and the little junior room?
It's quiet, so everything's
Ooh.
fine.
Quiet is bad. Quiet is bad. So what's going on, Producer Raven? You got you're gonna enjoy having 2 days off in a row for once?
Yeah, it'll be nice.
You guys sometimes may wonder how we pick our stories. Usually Raven gives me a bunch of ideas, and then I pick from there. So today, Producer Raven, what were some of the ideas that I rejected? Do you remember?
Actually, didn't I like it? Okay, I kind of know the ones you want to read, so I.
She knows me well. There was a couple that I said no to, I thought, today. We didn't do Jason Aldean.
No.
No, because it was too controversial, even for my tastes.
Yeah, and then uh um the one about the shirt.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I reject stuff because I don't understand them. All right, we are going on 1:35 with concerts. This song, Devil Down to Georgia. Yeah, I got a little tiny bit of an intro here. All right. Okay.
Huh?
I'm just doing a little test here. 12 seconds. Quiet in the room. Mix Country 106 and Honky-Tonk Saturdays. How's everybody doing here? It's Odie Coyote here. Well, one last time for you here on the show. We have a cool stuff happening, including some concerts, as I was telling you guys so much earlier about. Do you remember what they were and the artist? Well, we're going to find out here if your memory is good. So coming up first here on September 3rd, Chris Stapleton at Jazz Aspen Showmoss, there we go, in Aspen, Colorado, September 3rd. Sam Hunt's going to be at the Meadow Event Park in Doswell, Virginia. And then on September 4th, Midland Holiday Inn Resort in Deadwood Mountain, Grand Deadwood, South Dakota. South Dakota. Sorry, they had some travel infomercials, and whenever I hear South Dakota, because there's really nothing else there. I mean, let's just be honest. South and North Dakota, it's just sort of, well, might as well be the desert. There's not much there. Driven through it. If you've ever driven through it, then you're like, wait, does anybody even live here? Because you can, hey, boom, Mike.
There is one thing there.
Well, yeah, of course you've got the national monuments and you got the Black Hills and all that, but I'm like, it doesn't seem like it's heavily populated ever. Like it doesn't. I wonder if they even have like a heavily populated area. Like even like, okay, let's say Bismarck, in North Dakota. How many people are actually living there? And I'm not making fun of anybody. If you know, if you're from there or anything like that, just let us know. Well, anyway, folks, that's going to be about doing it here for us here on Honky-Tonk Saturdays. Thank you guys so much. We definitely appreciate everybody listening, and I hope you guys had a great time. We're still doing Honky-Tonk Saturdays Extended Edition, so we still got all the honky-tonkin' music your butt can handle happening now all the way till 3 a.m., getting you through closing time. Remember, as always, folks, drinking isn't a sin, but over-drinking and drunkenness is, and your butts better be in church tomorrow morning. God's watching. Anyway, I'm here and producer Raven here. Thank you guys so much. Odie Coyote here. I'm loving you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in at mixcountry106.com and on our social media pages at mixcountry106. Send those requests and thoughts there. We'll see you here in a little while. Thanks for kicking it collector right here. And have a good one, guys. Right here, how about we're leaving you with some Devil and Down to Georgia, some Charlie Daniels Band here on Mix Country 106 and Honky-Tonk Saturdays. Clear. It is really hard, by the way. It's really, really hard running this keyboard, talking, and switching like cameras and stuff. Like, that is really, really hard.
You can do it.
Doing it all by yourself, remembering every little hit point. Wow. Man, you gotta love Charlie Daniels. And in case anybody's wondering, I do air the unedited version. So, you get to hear what he actually thinks of the devil at the very end. All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this on up, folks. It's been really awesome having you guys here, as always. Once you guys know, you can always tune in and hit us up here on Facebook. Happy to have you guys around. Producer Raven, anything else you got for the folks here? Nope. All right.
Just be safe.
Be safe. Have a good time tonight if you're heading out and you're barbecuing for your Labor Day. And we'll be back next week as always for Honky Tonk.